Yeet.
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 it's like the Otaku Anonymous nod. Yeet, yeet. Good to see you
Oh
too. Good
god,
day.
this manga. You know, when you made me read the first book, I was just like, what am I? I was just like, what am I reading?
Hold on. Before we get into it, I need to say, welcome everyone to this month's Manga Monthly. Anime on paper, what if you could read anime? And I'm your host. I'm your host, Diggy Stock, also the president of the Otaku Anonymous. Larry?
I'm the dead president who just went to Burbank and prison. I'm dead.
Yes.
I'm really tired. And
Words.
yeah.
Good words.
President.
Good words.
Oh, it's me.
Words are great.
I'm a biological storage unit. I'm Silver.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to make Mark sing! That's Mark.
Mark should be he should be a ghost.
Hold on, you know what? I'll fix it. Hold on. Okay, just keep going, guys.
Mark, you might as well know me as Tarakami-sama.
Mark's a god.
And this month we're going to be talking about chapters 1 through 19 of Cage of Eden. Oh my god, Sunny!
He's the sunshine.
It's important.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, Silver.
Who chose the ending point for this, by the way?
I did! I meant to choose chapter 21.
Okay. Because the ending point you chose was 2 chapters before the end of a volume.
That's what I brought up. That's what I was asking her.
So before we get into it, I'd like to know how you guys are doing this week. How are you doing this week?
How
We're doing alright.
Doing okay.
I'm doing great.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, alright. So let's talk about non-spoilers of the manga. So does anyone want to give a quick synopsis?
I guess I could.
Okay.
Yeah, it's whoever wants to do it. Everyone's acting like they've never done this before.
There are a bunch of kids. They're in a class. They're coming back from a class trip to Guam, and they crash land on a
weird-ass island.
Yeah, and it's got a bunch of extinct animals on it, and they're like, well, this island should be here, and it's not on a map or anything. So they try to figure out what is going on. Why are they here?
And they survive. They try to survive.
The island's weird.
The island's super weird.
Oh, it's Mark! I love it. That's cute.
Hold on. There you go. Fixed it. Look, Mark's there.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
It's the only PNG file I could find of her with a transparent background.
Mark is fucking gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah, Mark's a beautiful person. Flawless. So, if you're not getting spoiled by the rotating images behind the stream, then we're gonna not spoil it for you right now. So, they crash land on an island, there's a bunch of prehistoric creatures there, and our main character is, superhuman? No, he's not superhuman. But the manga sure does present him that way. Presents him as a very shonen character.
Yeah.
And while the same of trying to make it seem as realistic as possible, because this manga does get very gory at certain points, it has flawed logic, which is why I chose it for this week, because I wanted to know if everyone would get upset with it the same way I got upset with it. But after reading past chapter 19 and reading a little bit further, it's actually not that bad. Not as bad as I remembered it being.
I'm enjoying it. Currently.
Anyone else?
I don't think I got angry with it nearly as much as you did.
I mean, it didn't make me stop reading it, so that's a good thing. It seemed pretty interesting.
I don't understand what you mean by the main character's superhuman or very shonen.
Well,
he's very shonen. There's a part where he's fighting these. I don't think it's spoilers because it's pretty in the beginning. But there's a part where he's fighting these big, hairy, towered creatures, and he just comes in, dodging their fucking punches and shit. He has a torch, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill him," and he throws the torch. It's like, what are you doing? What's happening?
When he ran in to fight the sloths because he wanted to save his childhood friend.
I know, but he just comes in like a superhuman, like, "Oh yeah, I'm a fucking Drexstar." It's like, what the hell's going on?
I know, and he's like, in the beginning, he's like, what happened? What?
Oh, he even says like he's not really like a special person. Like he has.
Yeah.
And then he continues by being a special person.
Well,
yeah.
In that exact scene that you're speaking of, he literally says, like, he's thinking to himself, he's like, this isn't that much of a problem because I've always played sports with guys that are much bigger than me. And
but they're not fucking towers.
Yeah, I know, they're not gigantic. They're not gigantic sloths that are like as big as the plane. But I mean, it's a manga, and it's trying to be slightly realistic, but also
it's not.
Yeah, the thing is that's exactly. It's very clumsy where it treads the line between being realistic and trying to stay anime at the exact same time. It's very clumsy with its directing.
Like, I can suspend the disbelief that he ran in to try to save his friends. Like, it's a manga. Like, I can suspend my disbelief and be like, all right, he's the main character. He says he's not special, but he's the main character. Like, the main character is always special.
I don't. But that's bullshit. That's just a weak story. Like, come on. Like, he was like, oh, he is my best friend. He's the captain of the volleyball team, and here's my childhood friend. She's fucking hot, and me, I'm just short. Like, what the fuck?
I'm just your average short anime character who's really good at sports and eats a lot. Oh, aren't I relatable? Yeah. It's like, fuck you.
But then all of a sudden when it comes to flight or fright, it's fight, and he wins. Like, he can
every
dodge.
time.
Yeah, he can dodge like a bird, like trying to fucking peck his guts out at the speed of like fucking whatever.
It'd be nice if he had taken a hit, like an actual hit, and
he
really hurt.
even dodges someone trying to hit him while tied up.
And then maybe have like the useless teacher do something.
That scene I thought was weird when he was like hanging over the cliff. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I think someone able to dodge
that. Like, that was harder for me to believe than him dodging under giant sloth claws.
that felt harder to me. Like, oh, he's gonna get decked in the head, and like the way they like panned it too, like that stone was like right in front of his face, and then he dodged it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and it was at the cut of a chapter too. So like the last image of that chapter was like, it looked like he was being hit with the rock.
Yeah.
And then the next chapter starts up and it's like, he spun out of the way. And I was like, oh, bullshit, come on. Like, that was harder to believe than him running in and dodging sloth claws. Because I expect that from a...
I mean, that's what they were. Prehistoric sloth claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. That's exactly what they were.
But, like, I expect the dodging sloth claws from a main character in a manga. But then when it's like something like that and he's tied up, it's like, oh, well, he should have gotten hit. Like that would have been the time when the main character gets hit, is the random dude in a mask who's gonna be some sort of, bad guy later on.
Okay, you know what? Let's get right into spoiler territories, because everything we've been discussing too far, as literally in the first couple of chapters. We're just giving you a good taste of what the manga is like, and now we're gonna get into spoiler territory, where we actually talk about what happens in the actual story. But before we do that, I'd like to mention our sponsors for today's episodes. Our sponsors are us with the t-shirt. But it's also Hobbyholics, Weeb Apparel, and Epic Cosplay Wigs. If you guys want to pick yourself up something super cool in anime and help support the show, please head down to our sponsors. The link is down in the description below. And now, back to Manga Monthly.
Quick question, Biggie, about the shirts real fast. I think it's very important. When someone purchases a shirt, do you actually have to approve it every time?
Mm-hmm.
I realized that you have to do
I
that.
do. Yeah, I have to do it every single time.
So do you check it every day?
I'll get emails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure because I remember my sister said she was gonna buy some. So
No, yeah, I get emails whenever someone buys
I'm gonna haunt my sister until I see her wear it. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Akira, I think that was his name, has a natural ability of stupid luck. Oh, is Akira the main boy's name? I don't remember
Yeah.
any of their names
Yeah,
except for Rion.
Things that
Sengoku,
don't.
Sengoku Akira.
Sengoku Akira.
But like that, just like that's not. There's no reason for it. That's like Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
And Nathan
He's
see,
very
Z.
main character.
But Nathan Drake
Yeah,
is
he is.
buff, and he is an explorer, treasure hunter, grave
So-
robber.
This guy's just a
you
middle
know.
schooler.
This guy's just a middle
Yeah.
schooler, so
yeah,
it's
but
really
we don't know how buff he
stupid.
is.
He's not enough to be in the volleyball team.
He is on the volleyball
He's the
team.
sub for the volleyball
He's the
team.
sub.
The
He's
backup.
sub.
Yeah, but he's on the
even
volleyball
then-
team. And
It,
he's
it
played
definitely
in games.
seems like the kind of anime that any person could just live vicariously through the main character kind of thing. Like, it doesn't seem like he's literally nothing special. There's no reason why he should be doing any of this. Like Z said, things that kill off other characters just don't seem to kill him. And like at least the bully guy, he's like known for being super scary, but like what's his face? He just has
But even the bully guy,
a
it's
girl
like,
as inspiration.
like the bully guy is a bully. He probably constantly fight. Like
Well,
it's a-
they point out very early with the bully guy. What's his name? It's like, has
we watched too much
Sorry?
anime. We don't know enough. We don't know names now anymore.
Yeah, they point out very early. They're like, oh yeah, when we were on the school trip at Guam, he beat up a whole bunch of soldiers.
I know. I was like,
oh,
those
yeah, that was
soldiers,
sad. I
they're
was like,
disgrace. They should
Yeah,
be fired.
like- yeah, like,
middle
oh,
schooler beat the shit out of
a
him.
middle schooler like that. No, that
That's
shit
not
doesn't
right.
work like
a
that.
middle
like-
schooler beat up a bunch of
grown
Guam.
mean-
men with training.
To be fair, he can flick a coin at a creature that's like 10
Oh,
times his size, and it
yeah.
actually like gets hit,
What's
and there's
that?
force.
What's
That was
that? A
ridiculous.
coin? Like I was like, all right, this bitch is probably in like the CIA, and he like took this plane to like discover this island and
Secret
finds its fucking secret. Yeah, he's just an agent. He doesn't care about people's lives. But
He's
he's
that
like,
guy.
The bully?
He-
the bully
he's-
kid?
he's just falling for the teacher now. That's all it is. He just fell for the teacher. That's
He's
all
that
it is.
guy that's
Why
like
would he be in the
undercover in the middle
CIA?
school, but he's like 5.5 feet tall, and you're just like, are you in middle school?
Yeah, it's like have you ever seen this one drama where this guy him and his brother are the sons of a yakuza, right? It's so funny. But the younger brother, the dad says you're not gonna inherit the yakuza. He goes, why? He gets really angry. He starts throwing shit. He's like, cuz you have an anger problem and you're stupid. Your younger brother's gonna do it. Your younger brother's gonna inherit it. And his brown brother's like, of course I am. And he's like, what do I have to do to inherit it? He's like, if you want to, you need to go back to high school and graduate. So he's like his age technically is 28 or like 20 something. And he goes back to high school and everyone's like, are you really a high schooler? He's like, yeah, why are you asking my age? He's like, he has an anger problem. It's so fucking funny. I feel like we need to watch it together one day.
We should watch it. That sounds hilarious.
It's so funny. I forgot
Well,
what it's called, but check it out later.
Z
I know what
said,
you're talking about.
there's no rhythm or reason for it. Sengoku is an unassuming kid, yet he has such an unnatural survival skill. Yari caused an accident in Guam, or an incident in Guam, where he was attacked by some soldiers, and they explained it as his parents are dead and his brother hates him. That doesn't give you the ability to take literally a literal entire army and use coins as
Yeah.
legitimate projectiles.
Like,
And
Yeah.
that's only the beginning of like.
I know when he used the coins, I'm like, this bitch is like Railgun right now. He flinging coins at like.
Yeah, like literally real gun.
Another problem I have, they all get sick, and it's just like, who dies first? The side characters. Who do you think?
Yeah.
There's literally
That's
like
really
16
predictable.
characters just for their disposal.
Yeah, and then we're gonna build a raft. Who dies? The side characters. They
Like,
get one party member.
that
that's
was
established, the others
such an
gone.
asshole thing. Like I thought they were actually the funniest part was like, oh, we're actually gonna go. I thought they were actually gonna like make it to the island, and then be
Oh
like,
no.
like I thought they were gonna make it to the island and then they'll
I
come
knew they
back
were gonna
later,
die.
like later in
Knew
the
it.
story. But the funniest part when the guy was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that's just a mirage," and then they explain what a mirage is, and then he fucking dies. Like, I think we got what a mirage is.
Yeah.
You guys be playing like.
The explanation of Mirage was funny, but like that was not a surprise to me at all.
Yeah, I was
Like-
Actually,
I was genuinely surprised because I thought maybe they would have made it to another island and then like came back in the future. Like,
The
Like,
I actually thought the
surprising-
island was gonna be worse than the current one. Like it was gonna have like
Yeah.
dinosaurs or something on it. And
yeah,
this-
like they'll
this
come
is a
back.
huge
They'll be
mistake.
like that. Yeah, the island was a huge mistake. I lost everyone, and it's only me left. And then he's going crazy. I thought it was something like that, but not. They just died from a
It's rock.
ocean man.
As I was reading that, there were like two options where one of them was what Mark just said. They would get over there and
It's like,
like,
worst off.
everyone would have gone and it would have been worse. The other option was a giant sea animal comes up and goes brah, and the side characters die and the main characters get back to the beach. I was a little bit surprised that the three side characters were like, haha, screw you guys, and kicked everyone else off the raft.
You would think it'd be useful to have more people with you, you know? Just
Yeah,
pull
that was
Yeah,
the
so-
surprising part.
Yeah,
that
these
they
guys
wanted
are
to get rid of
idiots.
the
Yeah.
other three.
But this is also, a few of the people that saw, hey, look, it's an airplane full of supplies. Let's just not take any on this, uninhabited
Yeah, I
island.
can't believe that actually.
Don't take
happened.
any of it when we leave. Just leave it there. all
Like,
the medical
can-
supplies,
can
all
we-
the food. Doesn't
Can we
matter.
talk about? Can
Yeah,
we
we
talk
don't
about
need
the
it.
beginning? Because Diggy was like, "All right, this manga is fucking garbage."
Hold on,
and
hold
then,
on,
like,
hold on. Let me read what Z said real fast. I think it correlates to what you're talking about right now. Z said, "I need to bring up my main gripe. I think the fan service is a bit uncomfortable. Fan service is fine and all, but when it's every 3 pages, it's a bit awkward. It felt very much like anime trash.
It's one
didn't
of those mangas.
Yeah,
it's one of
that-
those mangas.
I was gonna bring
yeah.
that up too. Like every once in a while, it was like, oh, there was a little bit of fan service that made sense. It was like, oh, okay, cool. Like the junior
The
high school
best-
kids, the video camera taking pictures of panty shots and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense.
I
but
can't
then
imagine that in
when-
America.
Oh, it happens all the time. But eh.
I'm glad I wasn't around that group.
but
like that
Fine.
sounds illegal.
like the other things like the plane shakes and Rion falls on the stewardess and their tits smushed together, and it was what I was like, oh come on, you just drew that because you just wanted to draw them smushing the boobs. Like
yeah.
that's not like that was
I-
out of place fan service. Like that's the kind of stuff I don't like, where it's just like, here's two characters smushing their boobs together for no reason.
The best fan service is when the flight attendant went to go swimming to save the guy.
See, that made
Dude.
sense though.
I was like, yes, yes.
That was great.
amazing.
That made
So-
perfect sense.
So on the topic of both of those things, I want to say, was I supposed to like the main girl? The
Rion.
Real.
She's
Yeah.
the class idol, but that's really it.
No,
Like,
I
That's
like the flight
exactly-
attendant and the teacher so much more.
Yeah.
the teacher's way better.
I
Right?
didn't give half a
The
shit
teacher
about
is
him.
annoying
I didn't give
because
half a shit
she's
about
like-
this girl.
You're just like, oh, I'm helpless.
She's-
I can't do anything. And it's like, you're taking care of a bunch of kids. You're the
But she's-
adult. Do something.
She's so optimistic though, because she's always like, you know what? I can't wait to get home with all my students. Like, oh, you're on this island stuck by all these fucking monsters, and that's what you say? God, you're too sweet. And then like,
And-
you know, you have all
Real.
these other girls. Hey, I'm gonna make it to an island, and then you have the main girl that's just like, as long as you're with me, hey, we're childhood friends. And then you have the flight attendant, who's probably the realest person there, where she's like,
Flight
oh
attendant
fuck,
is real.
we're never getting home. But she's like, you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do. Ah.
So between the two of them, flight attendant or teacher.
Probably flight
Flight
attendant.
attendant.
I'd say
Yeah.
flight attendant too.
She gets more character development, so it might not be fair.
It might not
The
be
teacher shows
fair.
up like three, 4 times at any to actually say something, but the flight
you right,
attendant's
you're
there
right.
most of the time.
I can't wait to get home with all my students. Too bad at least 7 of them are confirmed dead. Yeah, pretty much. I'm like liking the way everyone's dying though. That's for sure.
Except the main character. that never takes any damage. He's about to take damage, and then just
like when
nope.
he got his hand
Nope.
burned, I thought it would be a bit more bad because he's touching really hot fucking metal. No, I guess he's just okay.
Also, they had to turn that knob first, and I think he was
Yeah.
pushing before they turned the thing, so he was just pushing up on a locked door.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, no one said he was super smart.
Yeah, I know.
And
you
he's
know,
not.
let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
And
saying?
I don't think the metal was that hot because they said it was hot from the inside, but they touched it too on the inside.
Well, you know what?
So-
I'm not
I
a
would think it would be
scientist,
hotter on
so
the outside since
yeah,
the
I'm not a
fire is out there.
scientist,
I
and
don't
I'm
know.
not living in a thingy, so I don't think I have
So-
enough information to discretion that.
I have another question with that. She was in there in the plane, and she thought there was earthquakes. Why didn't they just stay in the plane? She didn't die in the airplane, but he burned it down.
They explained that too. Rion was in the crew quarters that didn't have windows, and she was hiding from everyone else.
So why don't
With
they
the
go
video
into the crew
camera.
quarters?
So she didn't know that
Oh.
the earthquakes were giant sloths attacking the plane. Everyone else did, and everyone else ran away, which is also why they didn't take any stuff with them when they left, because
Fucking
the plane
idiot.
was being attacked by giant sloths.
The sloths
they-
that disappear when the sun rises, and you could just go back into the flight area, the flight sleeping area.
It actually didn't say anything about them disappearing when the sun rises. They ran off because he set the plane on fire.
Can I just say the
What?
part in the beginning when they're like with the pilot and they're like, "What do we do, pilot? Oh, something crazy's going on here, pilot." And he's like, "Hey, everyone, just calm down." They go, "Shut up," and they just stab him. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I don't know.
I
And
don't
then,
think
and
that's
then
not how
we-
characters would react in like a real life situation like that.
Yeah,
It makes
so-
sense.
like why would the okay?
Why
We're
would-
on spoilers, right?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah,
screen.
we're on
say
spoilers.
it, Mark. You're gonna say what I was gonna say. Say it, Mark.
Like I don't think real life people would react in that kind of situation. Like
Yeah.
okay, they're upset, but why would you just stab someone? Like you're just a kid. That yeah, you're upset, but I don't think it would cause someone to just stab someone like that.
Like,
That doesn't make any
like,
sense.
like Mark, you're not helping me with this project. I'm gonna stab you.
Well,
Like,
okay, so
come on. I
again,
haven't. There's an earthquake.
the actual way it happened in the manga was slightly different than that. It
Yeah, it's a
wasn't,
bit more dramatic.
"Hey, everybody, calm down. We're gonna be okay." No, shut up! And he gets stabbed. He came out and he was like, "Hey, we got the radio working. We're calling for help. Everything's gonna be okay." And then some time went by, and they're like, "Hey, what about the radio? The radio's broken. You were lying to us." And he's like, "No, no, 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 no." And then they just kind of lost their air.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
it was just like,
Yeah, but that's
why
still
would that
not
be
a-
an
Even-
option?
even then-
And then there's like, "Let's rape the girl," and it's like, what?
Oh,
Why
God.
would you go
Why
to
would
that?
anyone
It
wanna,
wasn't
like,
even the girl. It was the teacher, right? That they're going to. Wasn't it the
Yep.
teacher?
I was assuming
was
it was
the-
more than just the teacher or the
Yeah,
girl
it was more
or-
because during
was
the
more than
videotaping,
one.
yeah, during the videotaping, you could see it was more than one.
Like
But,
there was one shot of like girl thighs and skirt and blood on the girl thighs and the girl's holding a knife, and I'm like, "Oh, somebody tried to rape her and she stabbed a dude in the dick." It was like,
God.
that's what I got out of that picture. But they explained that too, why everyone lost their minds and went crazy. They
I just don't think
referenced it.
everyone. I just don't think everyone would just start like attacking each other like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not what
aren't
you
you
do.
like?
You're trying to survive. You need like as many people there to survive.
It's,
Like
it's an actual human thing. Like they explain it like when there's a disaster and stuff, people don't generally band together. They generally
But-
become confrontational.
I think it's more
like-
of like a longer process though. I don't think it just happens right away.
Yeah,
It was
like, I
like
felt
a
like that
day
It
or
happens
two,
over
wasn't
time. I
it?
think
Yeah, I felt like that was a little.
it just happened instantly. I thought.
Yeah, that happened instantly. That's the suspension of disbelief part. They just wanted to move the story along.
There was a
Yeah.
lot that they
Oh,
you have to suspend it.
They
disbelief
could have
more to move
they
the
could have
story
been
on.
like, oh, a couple of days passed, blah blah blah. But I mean,
Yeah.
the main character.
We don't
would've
know
been
how
like,
much time
"Knock the
actually
fuck out."
passed.
Technically, you're right. We actually don't know much time, but I mean,
I
like,
thought it was. I thought it said it was 2 days.
It was like
I
2
could be
days.
wrong.
Yeah. It was 2 days because she spent 2 days hidden inside the plane. The plane thing.
All right.
but like, it just not
Let
popping.
me read chat real
like,
fast. As he said,
Chat.
I can't wait to get home with all my students. Too bad at least 7 of them are confirmed dead.
You later, we'll have
Yeah,
an-
I read that. Main character.
The main
never-
Oh, do you want to read it? Go ahead.
Main character never gets hurt. He gets like a very small cut when he was attacked by a bird. Do your research, and he burns his hands. Let's not forget that. Like slightly.
Oh no, my hand!
Just put a bandage. Spit on it. It's fine. And then you're our biggest chance of getting home. I'm gonna fucking stab you.
Andy gets humped by a monkey, and the
Yeah.
pilot was the pilot. There was no.
Yeah.
He was no
And so the thing I
no
can,
help.
yeah. So the thing
Yeah,
I
but he
can
was still the
compare
biggest
this
chance.
most to is Lord of the Flies. A bunch of kids ending up on
Exactly.
an island
Yeah.
and establish their own roles and become monsters. It
The
sounds
difference
like that.
But the
is,
kids in Lord of the Flies, yeah.
yeah, there's a big difference between this and Lord of the
Like,
Flies.
those,
Lord of the
they were
Flies is-
children and they were stuck there for like months before they fucking snapped.
Yeah.
Lord of the Flies is actually good.
Well, this isn't bad.
No,
I
it's
would
not
say
bad.
it's
Like
good.
surprisingly,
Very
like surprisingly, I think the aspect that like really touched me with this manga was like these prehistoric monsters that they developed. I thought that was cool, Maybe
Yeah.
not like they're fucking middle school kids surviving the island, but the fact of that like they have those. I know it's kind of stupid to have a nerd kid with a laptop that conveniently has an
Also-
encyclopedia of
Don't run out
fucking.
of battery.
Also, it never
Yeah.
runs out of, yeah, it never runs out of
Yeah,
battery.
why does that still have batteries?
Yeah, I didn't think about that
Why
actually.
does he still have his laptop?
Why did-
after he was
why- yeah.
drowning in the ocean?
Maybe it's solar power. Okay, we don't.
Why did it? Yeah.
A waterproof, solar-powered laptop.
Hey,
Again.
maybe this manga was taking place in the future, which is why we never found this prehistoric island. Maybe sea level went down, and all of a sudden there's a fucking island. Hollow Earth theory. I don't fucking
And
know.
they're just suddenly all of
Either
these
way.
things on it.
They fell in the fucking hole in the earth, and when they're actually inside
Hollow
the earth,
Also,
They're
it took
in
no
Hollow
damage
Earth
from the
theory.
plane crash.
there's no
I-
damage.
I take it back. That
Like a
was the
pristine
best
condition.
part.
There's
Is
ocean
when
and
he-
sky, but they fell in a hole.
Is when he just has the encyclopedia on his laptop. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
Am I not right? And didn't they clearly said that they couldn't get cell phone service? So like,
Yeah.
what
They
makes
had
you
these
think they get
programs
He
on
fucking-
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have internet. He just has
Yeah,
the.
No, he
encyclopedia.
makes a point that that's on his computer, and that he just
Yeah.
has it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like, you fucking
Conveniently.
nerd. Like, can you?
What
can't
else
you
to
at
it?
least-
What else to expect from the 9-year best in class student ever?
I know. Why can't?
Maybe
Why
find
can't?
They
some
write
food
things.
or something.
Like, why
Find the
can't
most
we
likely
make
place
it?
to get food.
Yeah, why can't we make it more like, oh, I'm like really into like fucking dinosaurs. Like, I will fuck a dinosaur
That
if
would
I
be
find
much
one.
better.
Why did he need a laptop? Why can't he just be a guy who's like really into dinosaurs? Then I would believe him. Like, it's
If you-
convenient. Like, it's too convenient for the story. But like, Diggy's like really into space. So what if we get like Odyssey and Diggy's with us? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That shit could happen. That I would believe. I would
Well,
believe
yeah,
that
so if it's real
more than
life,
a
if that
fucking.
happens,
I don't
we're all
know,
gonna
rocket
die.
science.
I would believe that more than a fucking kid with a laptop.
Yeah.
Like,
But that would require them to put some thought into it.
Some
'cause,
backstory
I mean,
into this character.
there's so many things wrong with
yeah,
everything in the I mean, maybe it gets better, but the chapters
But,
that I read.
he's Zemovi said, how did he
Oh.
do it? I'm not sure how, but I'm pretty sure that remote island doesn't have Wi-Fi to download encyclopedia from, because technology. Got to keep the story relevant for the youngins who are definitely reading this manga. Even it, dude. No one wants to like read this historian bullshit about dinosaurs. Exactly. Got to throw in a laptop in there.
It's I mean, it's not bad. It's just not good.
I might be able to argue.
I mean, I don't think it's.
Shut up, Sonny.
I
I
think
don't think it's bad. It's not bad, but it's not good.
The plot
They
is
should've s-
basically nothing. It's unrealistic and inconsistent.
But
And
it's
it's just-
fun to watch the main character be the main character.
It's
So
not for
far.
me, but I like the flight attendant.
The flight attendant's an awesome character. The teacher's okay. I like the bully. I like the other dude who was on the beach with the stick in his mouth, make it look like he has a cigarette.
Mm.
He's kind of cool because he's like,
he was cool.
because like at first he was like, well, I'm in charge of these other three, and I really just want to be friends with my childhood friend again, and we can do that. And then his childhood friend
And a bit afraid.
just fucking kicks him in the mouth, and then he's like,
I know.
oh,
right?
Sengoku, you're awesome. Yeah, Sengoku, you're great. I'm just gonna support you.
Yeah, like he reminds me of. He reminds me of like the son of like his dad's a trucker, and he just like he's just doing whatever his dad says. That's what he like looks like. That's the kind of character he looks like.
Yeah, this manga. It's just there's
It's,
not a lot there.
Is it
Yeah,
weird
it's
though?
not
Like I'm
substantial.
still like, even though I have so many complaints about it, I still really need to know what happens. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I actually
it's-
might go finish the manga because I want to know how it ends at this point.
Well,
like,
Tell me, because I'm not gonna read it.
It's
Yeah, can you tell
Alright.
me
so
too?
far,
I just need to know.
I'll
so
read
far
it
it's not
while I'm
substantial.
playing Aliens.
but it's fun.
It had its flaws, but I still like. It made me want to keep going after each chapter.
Yeah, I
You wanna
like
stop
For some
chapter.
reason, yeah. I didn't feel that. Like, I didn't feel like it made me want to stop reading. It was kind of interesting.
Like, I gotta know what happened. I'm gonna finish it because you left us on a cliffhanger. So the movie said, yeah.
Hey,
Zagi was his name. Best character, Ose, Yari, Zagi, and then Rion. It's like the other side of the planet. I heard bad things about the ending. Ooh, like, yeah, like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna get off the island. They're gonna all die. They're gonna find out the secret of the island, if it is a secret. Like,
No, there's
you
gonna be
know.
like humans, extinct humans on the island too, and
you know what's it gonna
Where
be?
did the fucking kid get the
Science
hockey
project.
mask?
Yeah, I
he
said
bought
that
it in
too.
Guam. He bought it in
Oh,
Guam.
okay.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
so-
selling masks. They were selling masks like that in Guam. Come
yeah,
on,
that's
guys.
exactly what he said. That's exactly what he
Is
said.
that what he said?
Literally.
Okay, I wasn't.
Yeah,
was
they were on a plane. They took a stop. Everyone took a break and they went back on the plane and the plane.
I'm glad the school psychopaths dropped by to go get himself a
Yep.
mask, just in
Yeah.
case the plane goes down. Also, that exploding eye disease.
That shit was funny. It's
Oh
not
my
exploding eye.
gosh,
I
it's
think it's
so-
like the kiss of the dragon. That fucking needle that makes all your blood rushes to your head.
Yeah.
Probably something like that.
It's like some kind of rush or a
There's
rupture
a
or something.
was it this what snake was it? What snake was it in Kill Bill where you start bleeding profusely out of
black
every
mamba.
hole? The black mamba. Maybe it's the black mamba berry. That's what it is.
Possibly.
It's the B and
I'm really
B.
getting sick of Rion getting really close to dying and then not dying. I feel like I'd be
Getting-
sad, but I also feel like I'd get over it.
Getting
I think
bit
the-
on
the-
the
the
shoulder by that
most-
thing.
Yeah, the
She
most
was, like,
thrilling
screams.
moment is when she got bit in the titty. I was like, yikes, that's gonna fucking hurt. But he
Yeah.
just goes down and rips his whiskers and save her, and I'm like, what?
Well,
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing wasn't giant. At least it wasn't like
Yeah,
a giant
yeah.
platypus or something that he was fighting.
It was basically
like-
a fucking seal, which are still
Yeah,
pretty
or
vicious.
it was kind of like a big otter or a seal or something with like a long snout.
Yeah, but he
So-
grabbed that whisker and he was like, "Ooh, I'm angry." He went whoosh, and I was like,
You leave my childhood friend alone. I'm in
Yeah.
love with her, but I don't know it, and I'll never say it. And she's in love with me, and she knows it, and will never say it.
pretty much. And see, I've heard, it's extreme blood congestion and eye muscle contraction. Rioni was wearing an incredibly thick plot armor. Plot armor.
Also,
That's
see,
good.
I'm still reading this right now. I'm just like, I
Going
just got
past
to
it?
the. No. I haven't gotten to 19 yet. I'm
Okay.
literally reading it right now, and I'm just like, because I mean, like I could tell this is not substantial at all.
Yeah.
But I just got to the best fan service. The
Yeah,
best
it's
fan
just-
service in the entire thing that actually is there for a point. We have to go wash Omori-san's and their clothes. Let's go wash their clothes. And then they show the flight attendant in her panties and shoes
Yeah.
kneeling, washing her skirt, and then Rion with her arm tied up, bound in such a way that's just making her boobs pop out
I don't.
with no skirt on,
Yeah.
just panties
That's
and thigh highs.
plot.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
That's plot.
I'm like-
Why
I
do the
mean-
guys have to wash their clothes?
I mean, I'm
They
cool
all
with
have the same
that.
disease.
and I'm just like, that's the best fan service right there. There's a reason for it. They're washing their clothes to be clean. There's a reason for her being tied up like Shibari with her boobs popping out because her shoulders all messed up.
I think Z
I just
put
don't
it
know
best.
why. I don't know why the flight attendant still has her shoes on.
I think Z put it best. Friendship, damn it. The fucking friendship. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and close up. Any final thoughts?
We're very passionate about today. I like it.
I'm
I'm
gonna keep
happy that
reading
I'm
this.
done with reading it.
I'm gonna keep reading this because Sunny has terrible taste apparently.
Fine with that.
This he loves girls in tanks, but can't read friggin' people stranded on an island. I bet
This
you
was
didn't like
hard to
I
Lost.
mean, if it
Sunny.
was a better story.
I
All
bet
right,
you didn't
guys.
like Lost.
Let's
Too many
give our
plot
final
holes.
thoughts and well, I mean, like, the ending saved it, thankfully. I'm not gonna spoil Lost, although it's been like 10, 15 years. But guys should go
The
watch Lost.
ending saved it. No, it didn't.
It made sense for all of its quote-unquote plot holes. But we're not gonna get in a conversation about Lost.
No, it
Yeah.
didn't.
No, that's not the same one, Sonny.
No.
That's Castaway.
It's Castaway. Lost is like the.
I don't care.
Will say I never
Okay.
watched the movies.
So, final ratings. I'll go first. I give this. It's not bad, but it's not great. I'm gonna give it a 5. It's not.
That's fair.
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but the artwork is really
Except
nice.
us.
Yeah, the artwork is really nice and it's pretty. It kind of looks like Nobuhiro Watsuki mixed with Kanakamatsu kind of feel, you know, make you get that shonen vibe because you know there's no good shonen mangas nowadays unless it involves a harem cast. So, if
Which
you're
this
into
kind of
it,
has,
yeah, you're right.
but not as pronounced.
I give it a 5. 5 out of 10. I give it 5 big sloth creatures out of 10 airplanes.
Sounds fair. I give it like a 4. Like I know I want to finish it, but also don't. I'm just interested in the monsters. I really hate for that adjustment. I really just
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel about this entire manga. I don't. It's just a whatever. It's just whatever. I think I would recommend it just to show someone the downsides of anime or manga. Like, I want to hear someone else's opinion on this, like, real bad. Like, oh wow, this is interesting. Like, oh, is it? All right, tell me why. And I'm like, oh, let me show you this manga, and they'll be like, oh. 4 out of 5.
Silver?
Or 4 out of 10.
4, okay. Silver?
All right. I'm enjoying it, like just for the pure fact of it's just a story with characters, and I like those. But it's not good, but it's not bad. I would also give it a 5, and I would recommend it for people who like just a story, like that's not terrible.
Sunny.
On the other hand, I don't think the story. I mean, it's been done time and time again. Maybe not in manga as much, but the characters are okay. There's like the one or two that I like. It's very unrealistic. The only thing that really redeems it is the flight attendant and the art. The art is actually pretty good, so I'm gonna give it probably a 4. If the art wasn't so good, I'd give it like a 3 or 2, but I'm gonna give it a 4. The art is the redeeming quality here. There's not really anything else.
And Mark.
I think I'd also give it a 5 out of 10. I thought the story was decent. Even I wanted to keep reading it, even though it was like really flawed. The character, I thought the characters, like they overreacted to everything. Like that, I don't think they reacted how any like normal person would react in the same situation. And like the fan server said that was like really unnecessary. Like I don't think any of that stuff would have happened if they were like in a real situation where you're like stranded on an island with a bunch of monsters trying to kill you. Like that would just like anime-ish. And the like I enjoyed some of the characters, even though they were like really unrealistic, like the flight attendant. I don't think I would recommend this manga though. So, yeah.
Mark, you're always so nice. You just put what we said, but nicely. Okay, Larry, will you read Z's?
The plot is such a jumble mess. Akira and Rayon are wearing some thick-ass plot armor, and the artwork is nice, and the idea with the plot is an interesting one. It just fumbled it all. I'm gonna give it like a 5. It takes 185 chapters to get your point across. There may be an issue.
Oh.
Yeah. I like that uniform in that picture is just too small. What the heck?
Too small of uniform.
So, the average score for Cage of Eden is a 4.666, repeating, of course.
I was actually gonna announce the anime for next week, but or manga for next month, but it's at a tie. We're at a tie. It's a tie between Frankenfran and Siren. Did everyone vote? Everyone get their votes in?
I voted.
Thanks, Larry.
Did Echo vote?
I think Echo is sleeping, or he's the one who put Frankenfran, so maybe he voted for that one.
I would say we know what he would vote for because we know which one he put in.
Well,
if he didn't vote,
I'll keep that going, and we'll keep an announcement up. But we're actually gonna do a wind down hour, so if you guys are in for that, then we'll get right to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out our sponsors down in the description below, and we'll see you guys next time. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to everyone. Shout out. Oh no, I don't have to do a shout out thing anymore. Let's do exclamation point Larry, exclamation point Silver, and no one else streams. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Alright, peace out, guys.
No,
We're
we'll be right
gonna
back.
see you soon about
We'll
aliens.
be right back.